they're called.
Clydesdale.
Clydesdale.
Yeah.
What did the horses eat?
Whatever they got corn and get into your garden. They got rid of them when the farmers there that making farms out here. You had to get rid of their horses because they couldn't eat up their corn.
So the farmers were from off reserve, or they were from the island?
Off reserve.
And the band you talked about, was that people from the island that played, or was that non-natives playing in that band at the fair?
Oh, on the island. They used to have guys that played.
So they're band members?
Yeah.
Do you remember anybody who was in the band? No. Art Fisher? No.
No.
Did Smitty play in there?
Yeah, he played up there at the fair.
And what instrument would he play?
Anything you give him. He liked to play his violin or his guitar, mandolin. In his later years, all he played was his mandolin.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I remember that.
Yeah. Somebody took the mandolin. Somebody else took the violin.
Did you attend school on the island, or did you go to a residential school?
I didn't go, I just stayed on the island. Just Ella and I got saved. We didn't get off to school.
What about Martin?
Yeah, he got in. He got to the school.
Residential school?
Yeah,
And he's younger than you, or was he older than you?
he's younger. He's the youngest.
How much younger was he than you?
I don't know. Couple of years. That's about all of us were a couple of years apart. Only Eleanor was 7 years older than Gladys.
So there was Eleanor, then Gladys, then Rena, then Ella,
and myself.
Elsie Doris, and then Martin.
Yep.
Okay.
What was school like when you were growing up?
You gotta talk louder. I'm
Well-
losing my ear.
What was school like when you were growing up?
It was good. I remember we used to make great big pots of soup in the winter time.
Oh yeah.
And they'd buy bread off the mail lady would bring us bread. And we had to buy it for 1 cent a slice.
Oh.
You had to cut it nice thick slices. Have bread and a bowl of soup.
Mm-hmm. And that was at school?
Yeah.
So when you walked to school, did you go even during the winter time when it was so far and so much snow, you still got to school?
Yeah.
Did you go every day, like Monday to Friday?
Try to make it every day.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have no trees to climb on, so I guess we made it every day.
Cherries.
Where did you work for most of your life?
The only work I did was working at Lionel in Dresden,
Canners?
Canada.
So how long did you work at, and that was Lionel Trains, making the toy trains, right?
Yeah.
And that was in Roseville? Michigan?
No,
Is that
way over
Mount
there.
Clemens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On 23 mile. When you get there, you just go straight instead of turning.
Chesterfield?
Yeah. Just go a little ways. There's where the factories are.
Oh, yeah.
One on end.
So how many years did you work there?
I don't know, 15 years maybe.
Cool. Do you remember how much you made?
Well, we only made dollar something when we started. It
Yeah.
got a little higher
Yeah.
as you went along.
So what did you have to, what was your job there? What did you have to do? Assemble?
Yeah, assembly lines. Assemble little trains.
So when the river froze, did you still go to work
Yeah.
through Sarnia?
Yeah.
So who had the car? Who drove?
Jenny.
Jenny? So Jenny Blackbird
Yeah.
and you. And then
we
who else
get
went with
Beulah.
you? Huh?
We get Beulah
Beulah,
and Francis Naughty
Francis Naughty.
and whoever else was going.
So what kind of car did she have?
Me?
No, that one, Jenny.
She
Jenny.
always had station wagons,
Oh, okay.
so it wasn't.
So who worked there first, Jenny or you?
No, they just came over here and asked if the Indian weren't going to work. So we all put our names in and went.
Oh,
Hopped on a bus across the river. They should have kept that bus, but they didn't. They only had it a couple of years maybe, and they quit it. We had to start riding if we wanted to work.
oh, wow. So when you were younger, do you remember anybody having to get permission from the Indian agent to go to work or go off the island?
Mm-mm.
No.
We just went.
In the past, what was it like raising children on Walpole Island? What was it like raising children on the island?
So you went to work, and the kids went to school. How soon did you leave in the morning to go to work?
Well, we'd catch the first ferry,
So it was like 7 o'clock,
6,
6.
6:30.
And the kids would get themselves ready in the morning.
Well, they were old enough. Old men wouldn't let me work till kids were old enough to look
Oh.
after themselves.
Okay.
Over time, how have you changed the way you look at people and life?
Say it louder.
You know, I don't really look at people. You ask me what you have on or what she look like.
Don't pay attention to that, eh?
No.
But their personality. You know their personality.
Yeah.
What do you think has stayed the same about you throughout life?
I don't really know. Just being the same along the river. Look out the window the same. Maybe not really. My front river changes. River right to the road. Sometimes now it's way out.
So, but yourself, though,
Me?
yeah, you still have a strong faith in God.
Yep.
Always did.
Gotta have faith in God.
Mm-hmm.
I know He's been looking after me all these years. I remember I was riding around in my car,
Yeah.
and I had a bunch of kids in there.
Uh-huh.
We went into that place where they dig all the dirt out.
Yeah.
We were riding in there. I stopped. He must have had 10 on me. Because if I kept on going, we'd win.
Oh.
So I can't keep him out of my life. He's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, watching over you.
Yeah. And a lot of other things I remember.
Uh-huh.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here.
So like what? What else happened?
A lot of things.
What did you like most about your life?
Raising my kids up.
And they're all nice.
Yeah.
They're all productive.
That's only. That was my life, really. And babysitting when I was growing up. That's why I didn't get to school. I had to babysit my sister's kids.
And whose would that be? Which kids did you watch?
Mostly Alice. She was living around here.
Uh-huh. So Bonnie?
No.
No?
Bonnie. She's a couple of years older than Ellery. Ella was already in the hospital in Chatham when I went there and had Ellery.
Oh. Oh.
She was the only one born on Walpole,
Oh.
so she can come over and get her Indian card.
Oh. So which one of Bella's kids did you babysit? Linda?
All of them.
All of them?
She used to live along the river at Marine City, down this way where the houses are.
Uh-huh.
There was a little wee house along the river. That's where she lived.
So how old was she when she had her first baby?
Her?
Ella.
I don't know.
Don't know.
What have been the most important experiences in your life?
I don't know.
So when you had your kids, where did you go to have them? Did you go to the hospital or did you go?
I went to Chatham for Angel and Jenny.
Helicopter?
Oh, I jumped in the ditch.
Oh. How about the tornado, Mom? Do you remember the tornado?
Oh, I was standing there watching it go by.
Watching it by your window?
Yeah. Nothing ever scares me. I don't know what for.
It's probably your strong faith.
Must be. I just seen it go flying by. I didn't. Little Carl was sleeping.
Yep. Yep. No, when the tornado came through, that was Shauna.
Shauna?
Shauna was the baby that we were living here. Yep. I went and grabbed her. I don't know what I was going to do. I didn't. I was watching you to see what you wanted to do, and you were really calm. Like, and I thought, okay. I was kind of freaking out, but trees are falling, limbs are falling.
You hit that freighter.
Did you see it hit the freighter, that tornado?
Uh-uh.
No?
I just seen it go by. I didn't see it hit anything. It went up and hit the church.
Yeah. After we knew what was going on.
Just disappeared.
Did anything else happen like that? Big car accident or a big that you witnessed? Maybe a fire or? Do you remember when Martin went off to school, to residential school?
I don't remember when he went. I know he was gone. He wasn't around.
Do you remember how long he was gone?
You know, I don't remember.
No.
Didn't bother me how long he was gone. Stuff like that didn't bother me. We're gone, they'll be back.
So did you see him like in the summertime?
I don't think they even brought him summertime.
So they were gone all the time.
Yeah,
Do you know what school he went to?
up in Shinlock.
Compared to today, what are the biggest differences that you've noticed on Walpole?
Drunks walking down the road.
What's that?
Drunks all over the road.
Oh, that's a big difference, eh?
Yeah.
Wasn't like that before.
We had a good island back there.
Everybody had gardens.
Yeah.
Everything was taken care of.
Yeah.
The house was taken care of.
We used to have, our parents used to have bees, quilting bees.
Oh yeah.
They'd go to somebody's house and sew, and they'd go somewhere else next time and sew somebody else's quilt. They don't do that anymore.
So that quilt belonged to that person who had that was at the house?
Yeah. It was their quilt. Just help them.
Did they have any bees like that to build a house or a shed or a garage or
I remember. They might have thought I was too smart to remember.
yeah.
I remember Dad, when he built that house, he had all his friends that are helping him. That's the only house I seen being built.
How do you think we should try to make the Ojibwe language more popular and preserve it?
I don't know.
So when Jenny calls you or something, does she talk to you in the language?
Yeah.
Do you answer in the language?
She tells me I'm not fluent talker. I'm not fluent. I can talk Indian. She's the one that's fluent. She can teach you all the words and everything. What all the birds are called.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Okay. But you understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
Who do you think has more freedom, our elders or our generation today?
There's only a few elders that have a good fluent. They're all dying off. All the ones that are living now, they can talk Indian, but I don't know if they're fluent. They're just like Wilsey, he's fluent, but he won't teach. He won't teach nobody else to talk.
Oh. Sometimes it's just getting in front of a crowd, eh?
Probably.
That makes people nervous.
Yeah.
So what about what was that last question again, Kaylee?
Who do you think has more freedom, our elders or our generation today?
Freedom. To do what?
I don't know, I guess.
Compared to long ago.
Just
Freedom
going about.
today. There's more freedom today than when we were young. Today, seems like the parents don't watch over their children. They're all over the road. They're getting into mischief. And there's just too much drugs on the island. Never was like that. white man comes along and spoils the good life.
By introducing alcohol and drugs, eh?
Yeah,
So that affects everybody.
yeah.
What do you think that we should do to make Walpole Island a better place to live?
Let the government get his hand out of the bringing up kids. Let you guys met when kids when they're too rough. We used to get it when we were young. Get,
Would you get the belt, or they'd smack on your butt, or?
there used to be a belt hanging on the door.
Oh yeah. So if you did something wrong, what would that something wrong be?
I don't know, really lost it.
Did you ever get the belt?
Yeah, I got it once or twice.
Do you remember what you did? You don't want to confess that, eh?
No.
Was there anybody in your family that got it more than anybody else?
I don't know, there was only Ella and I.
Everybody else went off to residential school?
Yeah. So I don't know if they got it. They probably got it more than we did. The way they talk about at school.
What'd they say about school?
Oh, just watch that crazy movie.
Did you watch Indian Horse?
No.
No?
I wanted to watch it, but once I heard what it was about, no way I'm going to watch it.
And they say it was a milder version. They left out a lot. I've heard that. Like it was...
Well, I wouldn't know what they left out because it wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't go.
No.
Do you know why you didn't go? Why you didn't
Yeah.
have to go? Why?
I didn't have shots.
Oh.
And hell, I had chicken pox.
Oh, you had chicken pox.
So they wouldn't take us.
Oh.
So we got left out. I used to think, oh, I wish I would have went there. But after hearing about it, no way I would have went there.
That's all I have.
That's all you have?
Yep.
Is there any other thing you want to talk about that you remember from long ago? Did you ever have, like, moon time? Did you ever have anything like that? Like, where you couldn't eat with the rest of the family, or you had to eat by yourself, or...
Or very fast? Did you ever do anything like that?
Uh-uh. They had Sunday dinners, that's why I like to see somebody have Sunday dinner. My mom used to cook Sunday dinners. It's about the only time she had to cook.
Oh,
She was gone every day.
to work?
Yeah. She got all the girls to go across to work. She tried to get me to work. I couldn't work.
How come?
I don't know.
Or was it just that your kids were too small?
No, it must have been 12 or 13.
Oh. So you're too young?
She must have been. I couldn't do.
How old were you when your mom passed?
Jeez, I don't know.
Were you married?
Yeah, I was living here when my dad died. She signed a paper for Dad to marry me. I was still yet too young to get married.
Oh. So she had to give permission for you to marry him.
Yeah. When I was 15 years old, I was married.
How old were you when you had your first kid?
16. Injun was born when I was 16. And every couple of years I had the other ones.
So you went to Chatham or Wallaceburg to have them?
Chatham.
So how would you get there? Did Dad drive you?
Didn't have a car.
No.
We had to go to the ferry. Go out there to the ferry. You had those paddles to go across. I got there in the springtime when it was too muddy. You had to wagon.
Oh, wow. So horse and wagon?
Yeah, to the ferry.
And then after you got on the ferry, how would you get?
You have to get a car. Somebody with a car.
So how would you get a hold of them?
I just got there. I don't know where you.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna get there or not.
Do you remember the phone lines? I remember the phone lines here when you had a phone.
Yeah,
There was always, it was a party line.
yeah.
Do you know who was on your phone too, besides you?
No, I didn't worry about those.
No?
I didn't bother with certain phone rings. I don't know, I just
So,
wasn't.
so if the phone rang a certain way, you knew it was for you.
Yeah,
Oh. So like 2 rings or 3 rings or something
Yeah.
like that?
yeah. Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny still remembers them. And when she calls me up, she talks in Indian. She says somebody might be listening.
Oh, on the party line?
In the party line, nobody can listen to you. Not these days. Unless they're behind the door.
Yeah. Close by.
Yeah.
So that's really changed. What's one of the biggest things that's modern today that makes you go, wow, they can do that now? Is there anything?
Well, must be the only thing I worry about is my bathroom.
Is your what?
My bathroom.
Yeah?
If I didn't have that, I'd have to run the outfit.
So that's a big change from
Yeah.
having an outhouse, right?
Yeah.
And running water.
Yeah. Used to have to go down the river for water. Take my wash tub down there and wash. Could still do that, but I don't have no wash tub, no washboard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Miigwech.
Okay.